$2 today. Damn.
I still haven't played Terraria since I got to the last Steam sale.
I never bought it. Oh, DuckTales. DuckTales remastered. Van Helsing.
You can find
Nosgoth.
anything. Alright, we're in.
We are in. Oh man. Arkham Origins for $7.50. Of course I'm gonna vote for that.
Oh, yeah. LeBlanc coming out as the first ban.
LeBlanc.
Heimerdinger?
Apparently
Again?
somebody on the other team. Apparently somebody on the purple team doesn't like Heimerdinger, or someone on the blue team plays an incredible Heimerdinger.
Same band so far.
Yeah, Blue Trinket is an incredibly underrated item.
Oh, yeah. Especially
sure.
if you're behind.
Uh-huh. I love it. I buy it on 80 carries all the time. Like the 22-minute mark.
Yep. Makes it feel safer. Huh, a Moonlo band coming out this time.
Only 2 parts of Bronze Zodio were banned in this game.
Oh, too bad.
Too bad. That's more than I thought, because honestly all those champions are kind of bad now. What was it? Amumu, Blitzcrank, Malphite.
Is Thresh part of it?
No, that was before Thresh, I thought. I'll have to look it up. But speaking of Thresh, first pick Thresh. And an instant Twitch hover with Swaying Mango.
Not looking as strong since patch 4.10 with the nerfs to him.
Yeah, I mean,
He's still a competitive pick, no
he's
doubt.
still a competitive pick. But
Definitely lost a lot of that early game
problem is,
pressure.
I didn't think he was that great in certain comps anyways, because if he had no peel, he has no escapes, so he's actually gonna get destroyed. If you have like, I don't know, something that could, excuse me.
Like a Lee Sin.
Yeah, like a Lee Sin or a Vi, and somebody that can follow up, like an assassin mid, you are actually gonna get destroyed as a Twitch because you can't stealth out. The stealth nerfs were pretty much enough this patch.
I'm so glad they put in those stealth nerfs.
Bronze Zodia. Got it right here. Shogath apparently was part of the
Cho'Gath, really?
Yeah. Malphite, Malphite, Blitzcrank, Amumu, Shogath, Shen.
It's interesting. Also interesting, we have a Cassiopeia pick for blue team.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to Cassiopeia, but I've been seeing a lot of her recently. I actually played a Victorious Gaming tournament and we lost to a Cassiopeia.
Ouch.
Because I had no idea what to do in that situation. It was good.
Yeah, it's been honestly a while since I've seen Cassiopeia in play. Yeah.
But Ziggs would be a great pick in this situation. Oh, Diana. I love it. And we actually see the Malphite hover from Sideburns.
Yeah. Nasa's against Riven. I'm trying to remember who's supposed to win that matchup. It's supposed to be
wins early.
Riven early.
Nasus
will win
once he
late.
gets about... Once he gets, like...
Level 11, maybe.
It's kind of more item dependent and Q stack dependent than items, but he goes back from the Diana and hovers the Ziggs again.
Well, Lulu now.
Switches to Lulu. I'm done trying to cast Champs. Oh, and
No. Back to Diana.
I'm done. I'm actually done with... Yeah, her Q procs all 3 Frost Fangs. But she has, like... Oh, excuse me. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I'm gonna get a nap after this. If I have time. I don't think I do. Damn it, I have to work at 5 tonight. I want to take a nap so bad.
Just nap at work.
I can't. That would be a bad idea to nap at work.
Well, I didn't say it would be a good idea. I'm just saying it's an option.
If I want to keep my job, I'm not going to nap at work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, Diana is going to be interesting pick. Definitely going to be hard for her against Cassiopeia.
And Leona. Interesting.
Definitely a lot of hard engage on Purple's team.
Oh yeah, and then late game Nasus.
Mm-hmm. And Twitch. At that.
If they could pull this off right, a combo of Diana dashing in and then moonfalling everybody into a solar flare in which everybody gets hit by an unstoppable force with a rat-a-tat-tat and a Nasus going all over them. Blue team would evaporate.
Yeah. One problem, I would have liked to see Ziggs in there just to give them a little bit of wave clear to let Nasus split push while they can hold their own.
But the problem is they doom themselves on sieging turrets. I mean, they can wave clear, yes, with the Ziggs, but if they wanted to, like, push down an inhibitor turret... Ziggs Twitch is not really the strongest to push down an inhibitor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Actually, no Ignite's gonna come out from the blue team, it looks like. 2 heals and a teleport. See if that pays off against them. Or for them against the Nasus that doesn't have a flash or a ghost.
Yep, they really need to capitalize on that and pick on him early. Interesting that Riven's still going with teleport. Do you think she should keep the teleport or go with Ignite?
I'm thinking that it would have been better for the Ignite, just for the lane pressure. But teleport is going to be great for the global, and someone's going to have to be able to split push against Nasus. So I think it's great that she's going to run teleport this game, or at least a smart choice to run TP.
Yeah. The more I think about it, I really don't like that Nasus taking exhaust.
Yeah, I don't.
You already have
a
permanent exhaust in your kit.
And what else? The Diana pick is interesting. Also,
yeah, I'll like see how that works out.
Cassiopeia. Oh, excuse me. Oh,
You're really tired.
I am tired, dude.
You're making me on. Damn it.
I know.
Ugh.
Let's see. Diana is just gonna get bullied out early by Cassiopeia. She can't get right in her face. Doesn't have the gap closer until level 6. So should be fun. At least for Cass.
If I remember, her ultimate should teleport her behind Cassiopeia.
Yeah, and that's
or
at least right on top. It kind of, if Cass moves during it, it'll change, but
yeah,
it should be right behind.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Kerp going.
Brum not picked and banned. Incredible.
I hope Kerp doesn't screw it up again this week. I keep like taking him on and off my team because he has like one good week and then one like really bad week.
Yeah. I don't know.
Skin War.
Skin War is even.
Oh.
If it would have been Lunar Goddess,
Much better skin.
much better skin. It's actually the background on my phone. I'm not gonna lie.
I just got TSM for mine.
On the inside, mine is the original Lucian skin. Because I love the original Lucian, but and I think Hired Gun's a horrible Lucian skin.
Yeah, I like the back animation for it.
Yeah, that's the only good part. Leona can pick more on purple side. I like the Leona pick more on purple side if they can get picks. Yeah, they have a really good pick team. Diana Leona is going to be able to just destroy someone and the Twitch. I know, I was sitting back from my mic. I have to dig. He's got the dig. I don't understand why it's so quiet. I'm actually like a hand length away from my microphone.
It doesn't sound that quiet to me, but
apparently it's
it's
quiet.
obviously different in the
Apparently it's
broadcast.
on stream. That's weird. Yeah, let's adjust these real quick. Alright. Cloth 5 start for the Nasus. That's a really good start. And then Doran's Blade for Riven. We actually have a sweeper onto the Nautilus, which is also an interesting move.
We'll see if he gets a chance to really use that here with early gank pressure.
Yeah. We actually see a double fairy charm start on the Cassiopeia. Now everybody's conflicted. Apparently chat's conflicted even about how I sound. Because apparently sound good to one person, and I'll sound bad to another, and all this stuff. But yeah, Daze is right. Blue's really short range, and it's kind of hard to siege. But they have, I don't want to say optimal. They just have, between miasma and whatever the heck Cassiopeia's Q is, keep forgetting the name of it,
I don't know.
Noxious Blast, they should have enough. But neither team has real, I don't want to say strong. If Nasus is split, okay, apparently they're even still talking about it, but volume level doesn't matter now. If Nasus is split, purple team loses their wave clear, and he's already getting Q stacks. Riven's gonna go a little aggressive with the triple strike.
Yep. Girl needs to try to force that so she can get her level 2 here. Oh, hook lands on to Twitch.
Lane. Leona is walking way too far forward, taking way too much harass, and Twitch even stepped up and took some. We said blue team, blue team.
What?
We said blue team won Skin War, right?
No, it was even.
Oh, it was even? Okay.
Yeah.
It was even. That's right. Just a bunch of trading going on.
Yeah.
In this side lane.
Nasus out pushing here.
Yeah. The bottom lane. Sun lane's on hook lands.
Another
Here
hook
comes
land.
The play. Oh, he took a lantern.
Blows
too.
the flash.
But they get the flash out of the Twitch.
That's good.
He actually took a lantern too on Thresh. That's interesting. Flay is just so powerful, and you're gonna need it because Leona is about to Zenith Blade. Correct. Yep, she's got Zenith Blade charged up, and that's the only thing that will stop Zenith. Well, Draven E does, but not as reliable. Leona's gonna go on to the Thresh a little bit. They're gonna trade a little damage back and forth, and
nothing happened. Oh,
that's just
exhaust already coming down on top lane, along with Wither on top of Wither.
That's just.
You're just wasting it at that point.
It's just a waste at that point. I'm watching bot lane a lot. Actually, in the top lane, Sideburns is going to come up, and Malphite is
not going
to be right behind him.
Yep.
You don't want
There's
this.
nothing for him to do at this point.
Both of these junglers are very underwhelming gankers. 3-6. But Nautilus is a better. Oh, nice hook from the Thresh.
Yeah. Draven not there to capitalize on it.
Not there.
Yeah, you got to make sure you're sticking by.
He could have gotten like one auto, but Thresh didn't even try and play. He doesn't even have play. He's maxing shield. Exhaust comes down onto the Thresh. Leona flashes out, and then she goes right back in and takes more damage. If you're gonna back out with a flash, don't go back in afterwards and risk it. Also, take play on Thresh. It's probably, besides the fact that he can hook something, that's probably his second best ability, because you have Gray. It's an auto attack enhancer, and it's a knockback. Leona's gonna get one hit from dead.
Mid lane, sorry. Mid lane, not too much going on. I'm surprised that Diana's been able to keep up with CS as well as she has.
Cassiopeia should have gone to Doran's Wing in this situation. Between her passive, if you use her passive,
it's hard to use it effective early game because you just don't have the mana pool yet.
Yeah. Also, it looks like she's gonna build a chalice when you should be building like a tier. Because the MR is gonna be great. Yeah, he actually built a tier. Interesting.
Huh. Don't know what they're gonna do with that extra fairy charm.
That's probably. I couldn't tell you.
And if they're going to keep building a chalice after that, that's a mistake.
Oh, put Zenith Blade lands in the bottom lane. A little damage back and forth.
Nautilus coming up top lane onto Nasus. They're easily going to be able to get out of that, no problem.
That cloth armor is strong, and Nasus is going to turn a little damage back onto them. In the bottom lane. Everybody's starting to get low on health a little bit. Leona's about 450. Trying to get that Targon stacks money going. Nautilus is gonna faceplant his hook into the wall right in front of his face. And Malphite's gonna come up, and they're gonna try and make something out of the situation when they really wouldn't be able to. Ribbon is 6. She's gonna pop the ulti late and actually burn the wind slash very early on, and she's not gonna get out of there just yet. Yep, she lives. But in the bottom lane, Exhaust is gonna come down onto the Leona. Stop exhausting supports. Which is running Ignite this game. Interesting. They're just gonna disengage after a summoner trade. And Leona's taking way too much harass. You're overextending so.
Diana now heading down bottom, but they had her pinged out. So if they got any sense, they should.
Cassiopeia is actually going to follow this room, which is great on her. And they're going to meet around Tri-Bush.
Yep.
She's in a bad spot right here. Hook misses. She's actually going to tunnel vision onto the Draven, and she didn't even need to burn her flash. She should have just Lunar Rushed to one of the minions that she hit with her Crescent Sweep. You got the reset. Oh, the ulti comes out, but it's not going to be enough, and the Twitch is going to go down, but not before the... But just after the Diana picks up first blood onto the Draven.
That was a weird trade.
That was in fact, a very weird trade. The top lane though, Wither's gonna come down with the exhaust onto the Riven. Nasus is one hit away from killing Riven.
Gonna be nope.
Third fire comes out, but it's not gonna be enough. Diana's gonna jump onto the Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia is running the wrong way. She has no flash, she has no heal, she's in trouble, and Diana is going to pick up the kill. Good move. And they're gonna transfer blue buff over to Diana, looks like. Yep. Blue buff Diana. You got anything right now? Notice anything?
Yeah, Nasus goes back. He picks up a amplifying tome, no doubt to go with the Sheen. At that point, I mean, if you only have enough gold for an amplifying tome, you should go for the boots at that point.
Yep.
It's not going to do too much for him in lane.
He should be finishing Glacial Shroud before he even starts his Sheen, but Leona's gonna jump onto
if you're
the
going to go
Draven.
for the Sheen.
I don't know. The mana in the CD.
Oh yeah, no doubt it's a good pickup.
What division is this? Look at the title. Bronze Boot Camp. I don't mean to be mean, but
Malphite coming in, unstoppable force on the 2.
Nice play. Unstoppable
Draven goes.
And the direct line, or whatever the submarine thing is from Depth Charge. That's I was getting on the skill set. That was a nice 2-man hit on the Unstoppable Force, and the kill goes to Twitch, actually.
That was a good pickup from the purple team. Trading mid lane, Cassiopeia blows the ult, misses completely. But both are going to walk out unscathed. Oh, no.
That's the power of Diana.
Mm-hmm.
Love that champion. So much. So fun to play.
Now Nasus is getting pushed out of lane here by Riven.
Yep, Riven's doing a great job holding her out in this lane. She looks like she's gonna rush a Brutalizer.
Mm-hmm. Good choice with Nasus going armor.
Either that or she's just gonna go TMS. Hard to tell at this point.
I don't know, like I think the new Bloodthirster would seem pretty, I don't know.
Yeah, new Bloodthirster is great on melee champions.
Mm-hmm.
Hook comes down onto Leona. No follow-up from the Draven or Thresh with a play onto that. We actually see a 4-man gang coming. 4-man gang coming in the bottom. Flow's gonna land. Oh,
nice.
Flash out of the dredge line. Good play. A bunch of pinks coming out. Diana should be pushing down this mid lane right now.
Mm-hmm.
Between her passive auto attack speed and
Twitch blowing his ult just to try to clear the wave here.
they really need to. Diana probably can pick up this mid turret.
Maybe next wave. Cass is now just moving back to mid lane.
She should be able to pick it up next wave, but Cass is actually going to come up and stop the push. Malphite ganked in the top lane. Burnt Unstoppable Force. Riven's still up though. Cassiopeia is going to get jumped on and finished off by the Crescent Sweep.
Goodbye, Cass.
I was wondering if she was going to go. I was wondering which way she was going to go. Dredge line's going to miss. Bada bing, bada bam, bada boom. Diana has 4 kills.
That is not what you want on assassin like
Diana, especially against a Draven. Zenith Blade's gonna come through. And on the Draven. They're gonna put a little damage down. And then everyone's gonna go on with their day.
Malphite now getting in position to gank bottom lane. He does have his ult up.
No, he does not.
No, he does not.
Solidify's gonna come out, but it's gonna miss. And the play's gonna come down.
Good position on the box there. Will slow
good
down.
Position on the box. Twitch has no ulti, but the Ignite's gonna go down. Spawn. Not enough. Draven actually come through. Twitch is gonna go super low. He's gonna get down to about 50 health. And Sideburns thinks he's gonna be able to do anything, but realistically he's not going to. Just a bunch of summoner spells and alts traded in the bottom lane. Not even summoner spells, just alts. Do you guys accept outside color casters? Depends. Oh, another petrifying gaze misses in the mid lane. But in the top lane, Riven's gonna get hit super low. Siren's doing a pretty good job of dodging these alties.
Yeah. Yeah, if you know where to, I guess, move for those alties, they don't become too much of a threat from Cassiopeia.
That, and if you turn away just at the right moment,
yeah,
it doesn't even matter where it's placed. She's got 2 levels, but still dives on.
Going
the death charge is gonna come out.
way deep.
She's gonna pick up the kill, but she's gonna die. Are we gonna see a worth in all chat?
Malphite's looking to be in
Cam is going crazy right now.
Malphite's just standing around now.
Yeah, Malphite's just standing there. Doesn't have like a Thresh Lantern to get brought in on. There's no ward in that bush. He actually used his Trinket ward on the wrong bush. But in the top lane, I didn't see that. I didn't catch that. Riven goes down to Nasus.
Yeah.
He's just ahead at this point.
Mm-hmm.
He probably can go back and finish. Oh, he can go back and finish Glacial Shroud. But in the bottom lane, Unstoppable Force comes out and it lands onto the two of them. No Solar Flare yet. No Solar Flare. No Solar Flare comes out from that fight.
Nope.
And both of them make it out alive. Chase under the turret. Now you. Why are you diving?
Well, they're just gonna keep.
Yep.
Nasus right now only at 17 stacks with his Q. That's 15 minutes.
17 stacks.
17.
That's 174.
Oh.
You have
oh
to
wow.
Hover
yeah.
over it. He's got. I was about to say 17. That's,
that's
not possible.
Never mind. 174. That's
yep. 174
that's a bit better.
174 stacks at 15 minutes. That's pretty good. And Purple Team's actually pinging out the dragon. They're gonna start it up.
They gotta be careful here. Twitch is way too low, and he's in a bad spot now.
Nautilus. This is gonna be a bad spot for them. Cassie, could be game.
One more Griffin Q that goes down.
Diana's gonna get taken down. Twitch is gonna go down in the bottom lane, but they're gonna be able to chase down on the Nautilus maybe after Leona goes down. No ulti. No, the direction line doesn't hit. Well, one hit from death. Picks up the kill, and now they're in a bad spot. Sideburns is gonna get hit by that. Fox is gonna come out. Draven's gonna be able to hit the axe. Oh, but the flash. He went back for the axe. Don't chase the axes. Chase the champions.
It looks like Diana should be able to make it out of here all right.
Yep.
Unless she goes crazy and decides to go back in. Nope.
Doesn't look like it, but she is pathing the wrong. Her path
going in a
horrible
circle.
Right now. She wants to go back in on this.
Yep.
She's gonna go back in on this. She's gonna be able to pick up one.
Yeah. Twitch is gonna get there in time.
More auto, but the Twitch is gonna lead. Oh, the heal. Spudge was way too early, and he's actually gonna get baited into a Cassiopeia. This fight's just gonna keep going on and on. Twin Fang's gonna come out, and the Noxious Blast is gonna come down, but it's not gonna be enough damage. Twitch escapes with his life. So much action.
Yeah. At some point with these, you just gotta count your losses and stop going in for those kills because it almost always ends up badly.
Yeah.
Nasus blowing his teleport to go back out top lane to keep farming here. Finishes his Iceborne Gauntlet first.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to make life a lot harder for Riven. But Nautilus coming in. Dredgeline hits onto Nasus. But they just don't have the damage to get through him at this point. Wither and Unstoppable Force comes in onto Riven. And just, yeah, that exhaust has not been effective at all.
In the bottom lane, Leona takes out the pink ward in the tri-bush, but she's overextended and getting poked down a little bit. Nice crit from the Infinity Edge on the Draven. Ooh. Twitch actually pops ulti. Those crit strikes though are massive, and Draven picks up 1 kill. Is he going to be able to pick up the next after the Leona goes back in with the solar flare?
And that's the thing we're going to see with the Infinity Edge starting to come out more. Because, well, that one of those crits was for almost 400 at this point.
Yeah,
what
that
was that? Yeah, 485. And Twitch is just sitting on a Vamp Scepter right now.
In the bottom lane, though, Draven's going to get jumped on. Here comes the Diana. She lands the second. Oh, but he's going to get the Moonfall back in. He gets knocked out by the stand aside. 1 hit away. They're not going to be able to finish it off. The box slow. Is it going to be enough? He's going to pick up 1 kill. Leona needs to get off the turret.
Draven needs to get out. Oh,
Cassiopeia's going to pick up the kill with the Petrifying Gate. I can't talk.
Petrifying Gaze.
Petrifying Gaze. Yeah. Twitch is using his lantern very weird.
Nautilus going to go ahead and pick up the next blue for himself.
Yep. Riven's going to get chased down a little bit here by the Nasus. Al's going to be well over there. Yeah. It'd be nice if he pulled his teammates in and out of situations. I think he's also maxing Lantern. Yeah, he's maxing Lantern, then Hook. Go Flay Lantern, Hook.
Yep, you gotta be more of a bully and lane with Thresh, and you're gonna lean to do that if you...
Nasus is just taking advantage of it. The top lane, the Stop of Force comes out, but it wasn't in turret range, and that's just a waste of a Malphite ulti.
Yeah. It was enough to save Twitch, at least.
But not enough to save this turret.
Nope. Turret goes down. That's the first turret of the game here at 20 minutes.
Blue team's pinging onto the dragon. They remember what happened last time, right?
Oh yeah, they gotta be careful.
But Diana actually picked up the turret in the mid lane, and Nasus is coming from behind, going to try and go man mode.
Yeah, he's not quite to that point yet.
The enemy
he's
team
gonna get caught out.
Lines. Their depth charge is going to come out into Hook,
Goodbye,
into Play, into everything, and Nautilus is actually going to pick up the kill. Should have given it to Cassiopeia, most likely. Hook onto Leona. Actually pulls them out of the dredge line.
Follow up on this.
Oh, the solar flare comes down. Diana's going to come in and do some damage, get the ignite down on the Nautilus. He's going to pick up the first kill. He's going to chase down onto the Cassiopeia. And he gets the red buff slow. That's going to be another... Oh, no, not quite. Gets it. Can he get the Zenith? Why did you stop? That thing.
Still chasing. Still chasing. Still chasing forth. Looks like Purple Team is just going to go pick up this dragon uncontested here.
It's nice to have this. Okay, Lantern Shield is nice to max. Oh, actually, Twitch is going to pop ulti.
Okay. Why?
Not a huge fan, but whatever it takes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go. I'm saying you take Flay 1, and then you take
Hook.
No, Flay, then Lantern 2. You can go Hook if you go 40% CDR and you want hooks every 5 seconds. You do that.
Oh, you're saying max? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going on max. Just I'm going off the situational stuff. Actually, Diana's gonna have to hold this turret against all 5 members of the blue team, while purple team gets caught up in the OG and TSM rotations. And actually, the unstoppable force is gonna come out from Malphite, and that was a horrible initiation. The box is going to come out and hit nothing, but the Hook's going to come down and pick up the Diana. Nasus is going to walk face first into this team. Sideburn is going to get taken down here by the Draven. That's a double kill for Draven. Pick up the triple. Nasus is going to get hooked in. Cassiopeia picks up 1. Leona.
Still split pushing bottom.
Leona split push bottom.
Not that effective.
Yeah. Santana Champagne, I agree with you. That's what you take in this matchup. You take the Lantern Shield. You max the Lantern shield second. So, Abyssal Scepter onto Diana. I don't know how I feel about that at this point.
It definitely felt better when she was ahead. It's a good pickup if, you know, she's 11-3 at this point, to get a good amount of damage and defense all in one. But just completed the death cap now.
Yeah.
Check up on
our
buddy Nasus. Yeah. He's at 267 stacks.
Having Hook Max is alright.
I definitely agree. Having the Lantern Max second's definitely better.
Yeah. You're gonna need it. And that's the shield for you, the entire team. If you can get a good shield down.
Yeah.
You can have it hit everybody and they all get an additional 200 and some health. Leona's actually gonna go in. Here comes the Unstoppable Force. It lands onto one. And Diana is going to get taken down, and here comes the Solar Flare, and the whole AoE comes across the blue team, and purple team's just going to clean this up. That's a triple kill for Diana.
Nasus going back in now.
Yeah, Nasus is going to tank through the turret. Depth charge is going to come out. Nobody's hitting the Draven. And actually, he's going to flash in, but he's not going to be able to pick up anything. Diana could probably go back in and clean this up.
And she will.
And she's going to try one hit away. Not going to get anything, and the Draven's actually going to pick up the shutdown on this. And he's actually going to pick up a double kill. He's going to...
Nautilus going back in there.
He might be able to... Oh, Dredgeline lands, and he's going to... One hit. Okay, triple kill. That's a Quadra. Can he chase him down? No.
His ult is almost back up, I think.
Yeah, that was weird. Because blue team got melted, then purple team failed a dive, and purple team got melted. Tower OP.
Yeah, I can't get too greedy. Diana may be 14-4, but turrets still hurt all the same.
Oh yeah. It's not smart to dive turrets, especially when you're playing Diana and you missed your first Q and you don't have your second Lunar Rush. Twitch is gonna stealth. Draven's gonna get way over. Actually, the exhaust comes out really early from the Nasus. But it doesn't matter because these Nasus are gonna go damage. Solar Flare comes down. They get the shutdown onto the Draven. Twitch is going to get taken down by the Riven though. No AD carries in this fight. Cassiopeia misses the stun from the Petrifying Gaze, but purple team is going to get wiped. They didn't have their 14-4 Diana with them. They need to have that damage with them because Twitch is lacking right now. And Nasus isn't to the point where he can carry games.
Yep, there's always going to be power in numbers even when you're behind. Well, actually, blue team's ahead in gold overall. Most of that gold is concentrated onto Diana.
She actually has 10k.
And
Draven has 10k.
The Twitch only 5k, so...
Yeah, it's only a 5k, and Unstoppable Force only hits the Cassiopeia, but she's going to stay in turret range, and she's going to get taken down by the Twitch, or the Malphite, but not before she takes down Diana. What is Diana doing? Off farming the jungle because she thought her team wasn't going to fight at that point? Most likely.
At this point, Twitch should be going to farm the side lanes. He just doesn't have enough of any sort of power to really contribute to the team. He's only at 71 CS. He needs to get some more power if he's going to be
also burning his
effective.
ulti whenever it basically gets off cooldown to clear waves. So he's not saving it for fights.
Ping's coming in towards Dragon here from the both teams, actually.
So both teams are pinging onto it. Pro team's gonna clear some pink wards.
But it's just Draven there, and he needs to get out. Diana's still coming back from base. If blue team engages now, they could be in a world of hurt.
It's gonna land on the Master. Step charge comes out. Blue team secures the dragon. But here comes the Draven from the side. He's gonna be able to pick up the kill onto the... No, he doesn't. He's actually gonna get the stealth out, but the solar flare comes out. Here comes the blue team trapping them all in. Stand aside, lands across the entire
Diana coming in from the back.
Diana's gonna come in from the side. He's gonna
huge damage coming in now.
It's purple team's gonna get melted in this fight, and Twitch was the only one that got out alive.
I like the team comp that purple team does, but they need to really work on executing it better.
Yep.
To have that sort of strong team fight, you have to be there as a team, and blue team is capitalizing on those mistakes right now.
Yep.
Seraph's Embrace completed now on the Cassiopeia.
She's gonna start hitting very, very hard.
Okay, that was interesting buy for Nasus.
Yeah, that's... Okay, that's not what I thought he was gonna build, but...
Not at all.
The Rylai's Crystal Scepter coming out for when he ults and throws down his Spirit Fire, maybe?
I guess.
You
know,
Twitch
the same thing that
max...
Arandu and Zoman would do.
Yeah. Twitch is maxing W with the Venom cast.
Really?
Over Ambush, yeah.
No, you gotta max that Q first for the attack speed bonus.
Max the Q, second after Expunge.
Second, yeah.
Heal comes out from Cassiopeia. Might have Fat Fingers that. Not quite sure.
Purple team's got 5, all ultimates up. They should be trying to go for something here.
They could be able to win a
pink
fight.
Look like they want to.
They really want to fight. Nope, they just stopped. Riven's low. Leona wants to engage.
Nasus taken down to half health already, though, from Cassiopeia's poison. Where's your mouse? Oh boy. Purple team is not in a good spot at all. Twitch gets caught up at the thresh hook, and he is gone before he gets a chance to say goodbye. That has just been the problem with purple team so far. They've just been getting caught out in these bad situations, and yeah. So if you were this Nasus here, what would you build for a second item after the Frozen Iceborne Gauntlet? If you went that for a first item. Oh. Purple team going in for the engage here. Cassiopeia comes out with the ultimate. Draven comes out with his ult too. But no deaths so far. Nautilus chasing down the Leona. And Diana going deep here. Good Zonya is to save herself. And now Nautilus is just not in a good spot anymore. But Cassiopeia coming back in, put some good damage on the Malphite. But Nasus takes her down all the same. Teleport coming back in from Riven, gonna go in. And that is one kill from... Oh boy. Well, I can hear you now. What's going on?
My mic. Okay, there we go. Now they can hear me on stream.
Hey!
Hey! That was bad. I'm not gonna pull on that cord again. Because that unplugged my mouse, my keyboard, and my headset.
Yeah. So I'll go back to my question here. What would you build for Nasus after the Iceborne Gauntlet?
probably right, like we were talking about. It looks like he's building. He has a sight stone.
Yeah. Yeah, he bought that right after the Rylai's. But it looks like he's going now for the Spirit Visage.
Yeah.
Back on track.
Ruby looks like Ruby Sightstone and Spirit Visage.
Yeah. Well, the Ruby Crystal does build into the Spirit Visage too, doesn't it?
In-game audio doesn't matter at this point, guys.
Blue team shoving up mid lane, gonna, I guess, try to go for their inhibitor turret, while purple team is spread out on the map.
Yeah. Turret goes down the bottom lane. Rainbows is still good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the way that works.
Malphite goes in.
Oh man. Draven's gonna
Draven
get melted here.
Everyone.
Diana's gonna go through. She's gonna clean. She's gonna do some damage. Raven's gonna come through, but here comes the Nasus from the side. They're going to
feeling a lot of pain here.
pick up the kill onto the Riven. And Nasus is just gonna walk through the team.
Yeah.
Nautilus is actually putting up a good fight at this point.
Yeah.
Malphite gets the kill. Who's gonna kill the Nasus?
Spirit Fire, come on.
Spirit Fire. You've got to Rylai's. You just throw down your Spirit Fire. Throw down your E. Why did you wither? Oh my.
He had it off cooldown too.
Yeah. But up here, Frown is going to actually pick up the kill onto Certos.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really interesting fight.
Yeah, that Draven is just doing tons of damage, I guess.
Everyone's just messaging me, but the music!
Everyone needs their pentakill.
Everybody needs. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this going. There. You should hear it now.
Twitch and Nasus are gonna just do.
They're gonna two-man Baron. Good time to do Baron, actually. The gold lead is so close, and blue team does not have even a whiff that this is going on.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see.
Yeah, they should be able to pick this up. Twitch should be trying to go and manage aggro on Baron here.
Oh man.
And now Malphite comes in.
Malphite comes in. They're gonna keep 3-man in this, and yeah, they're just gonna take blue. Blue team's gonna take blue buff, but purple team's gonna take the purple buff. So.
Yep, purple team comes out ahead on that.
Yep. Twitch actually finishes his IE. About time.
Finally.
Yeah. A couple minutes, 2 minutes ago, he finished it.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Draven has incredible amounts of items.
Yeah, Twitch only at 8,500 gold, while Draven's at 1350.
Yeah.
13k, yeah.
Zach B is right. Can you stop jumping ahead of us? Jeez, Twitch chat. I mean, there is a delay and all, but I was actually going to talk about how they can start to close out this game.
Mm-hmm.
They need to get all the inner turrets down. Blue team picks up the dragon, but if you know where they are, like if they're going off on the side and getting a dragon, then there you go. It's
that gives you a point to start pushing turrets.
Yep. Oh, and Riven is gonna get blown up here by Diana and Malphite, and we're gonna see the fight come through. Solar Flare comes down. Draven's sitting on the back line untouched. Thresh is actually gonna go down here to the poison. Diana is gonna come in. Sideburns is taking tons of damage, but he's gonna get taken down by the Draven. Twitch is gonna pick up the kill onto the Nautilus Diamond. Diana's gonna pick up Draven, and that's an ace for 1. And that's gonna probably be an inhibitor. If they would get on
Twitch is gonna back.
Twitch. Okay.
If you got an ace, you shouldn't.
If you got an ace, don't back right away. You need to push. That's a free inhibitor. Yeah. Your teammates are going to pick it up, but they might. In certain cases, what happens if their whole team comes up and now they ace them? But it's not going to happen here. But what happens if they come through? But in this situation, like, the ace could have been avoided due to the extra attack speed and damage that the Twitch was going to bring. It's nice that he went back and he finished his Phantom Dancer and his Cutlass. But you needed to get the inhibitors right there.
Draven coming out with Quicksilver Sash for his defensive item here. I like the QSS for the Leona.
Yeah.
In a sense, he is there.
That and Nasus Wither.
Mm-hmm.
It's great for Nasus Wither too.
Yeah.
But Diana actually also just picked up a Rylai's Crystal Scepter, so
no one's going anywhere.
They're not going to go anywhere. Let's all be honest for a second.
Yeah. If the Iceborne Gauntlet, Wither, and Exhaust from Nasus wasn't enough.
Double Rylai's is.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget the Malphite Shard.
Yep, that's true. You want to touch on CS here?
Yeah, we can talk about CS. It's actually fairly close. Oh, but that's too late. Stoppable Force comes out. Cassiopeia is going to go down, but just before she gets a good ulti onto the Diana, Diana is actually going on to the Draven, and Draven's actually going to pick up the kill on the Diana, but on the other side of the fight, Twitch is going to get super low. He's just going to walk out of it. Draven and Rivet are being chased down by Malphite and Nasus. Spirit Fire! Okay, there you go.
Spirit Fire catches it.
Yep. Twitch is going to get out alive. He goes upriver, and he's going to get back in that bush over there. And blue team's going to take a mad push to come down and try and defend this from Nasus and Malphite. And actually, they're going to do a really good job of it. Thresh is going to get some CC down, and
Nasus pops his ult, and he's just not going anywhere.
Ult baits him, picks up the kill onto the Thresh. And he's actually going to... Another hook's going to land from the Nautilus, but they're going to go in onto the turret to dive him. This is a horrible idea.
Not a whole lot of damage for...
Purple team's base is being pushed, or blue team's base is being pushed by minions. Cassiopeia is going to come back, and they're going to get a little bit of damage down. Your game crashed. Well, why didn't you just pause it? I mean, if it was during a team fight, you don't pause it. But if it was during, like, the downtime, if your game crashes, just pause. That's why we have tournament drafts on.
Oh, someone's game crashed?
Yeah, apparently Sideburns' game crashed.
Oh. Yep, both Baron and Dragon coming up in a minute and a half here.
Yeah.
Baron at this point, I think it'd be good to bait it out if Purple Team can get vision control over it.
Mm-hmm.
That'll give them an opportunity to finally fight as a team, get a good team fight, and finish the game. But it looks like they're just going to push through mid.
They are just going to push through mid. Well, apparently the game's over with at this point, but they didn't say who won. Which is nice. If you guys get done early, feel free to tell us that you guys are done, but just don't spoil it. Oh, inhibitor's back up. Should be able to siege it just a little bit. Draven's going to get taken down here.
Yeah.
Cassiopeia is going to throw down the ulti, but she's going to get taken down too. This looks like it's going to be the game. Thresh gets taken down. That's a 3-4. Twitch is auto-attacking the inhibitor with his ult up. Don't actually do damage. Not sure if bug or not. But Diana's going to get hooked in. Riven's going to dive in face first though, but...
Pops the Guardian Angel, comes back up and back down again.
Yep. Nasus picks up another kill. 11 kills on the Nasus, 23 kills on the Diana. They're gonna dive onto the Nautilus. Diana, can you pick up? Gets the Moonfall, but it's not gonna be enough. Purple team wins this game. Congratulations, purple team. And dang, that was a lot of pain that came down in the end.
Yeah, 387 stacks on Nasus to end the game.